Kavon McNeil. So I've been with Ujamaa since 2019 or May of May. So I was homeless at the time, and I was leaving the mother of my kids, and so I had to start all over because I was like codependent on her with everything. So I had to man up and get my own stuff finally, and so what happened is I was in jail for domestic charge, and an Asian guy came up to me and said, "Hey man, listen, I know this nice organization," and I thought it was kind of funny because it's a black organization, but he knew about it, so I was like, "Okay, cool," but I didn't check it out right away. It took me like 4 or 5 months to actually check out Ujamaa. So when I finally came to Ujamaa, everybody was so welcoming, so loving, so caring, so respectful. It's a beautiful thing to just even think about, so, and to be a part of, and I'm definitely grateful and blessed for Ujamaa and every person in there. I have learned from, or I have gotten information from, to help me be the man that I am today. Who am I? I am 27. I was born May 2nd, 1995. I was like 3 months in, and I was living with my dad at the time in his living room on a futon. And I told Stevenson, I said, "Hey man, I really, because me and Stevenson clicked like that was the first coach that I clicked with Stevenson, and he took me under his wing, took me everywhere he went, with some other Ujamaa guys, and I said, "Hey, I really need some housing. I'm trying to move out of my dad's house, and I'm trying to get my own place." So he made that happen for me. So it took a few months, and it took so long because I actually didn't even know at the time that they helped with housing, because I was still learning, and the first thing that they helped me with was get a job, so I was just working, I was just working, and then I forgot who it was, but someone told me, they were like, "Yeah man, they help with housing," and I was like, "What? They do?" And also I didn't even seek for it either because of I had a unlawful detainer, eviction on my record, so I didn't even search for it. But when I found out about it, I said, "Okay, what type of housing?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's for transitional housing, and and they work with landlords, and they help you, with your first month's rent and deposit." I was like, "Well, when you find a place," I was like, "Oh, that's perfect." So I had so I was with their housing, or when I got into their housing, it was October. So I started at Ujamaa in May of 2019, and then 2019 in October is when I moved into their housing. What else has Ujamaa helped me with outside of housing was I took a whole lot of, for an example, most importantly, I got my anger management done and completed through Ujamaa with Darnell. He supported me and motivated me through it, and he was by my side and always just giving me those talks that I need to help me to think better and to think differently, and not walk around so angry. So that's one of them, most importantly to me. And then also they helped out with so many classes. I have my forklift certification, my detailing certification. They help with welding certification. So they have, it just depends on what you're looking for, so I wasn't sure what I was looking for, so I had my hand in everything that they had open. And then they also, had a class that helped me save, teach me how to save, which helped a lot, because that was my big issue too. Because I always had a job, I just didn't know how to spend my money wisely. So, just having those classes to help you move forward and actually get somewhere really helps. And like you said, Ujamaa puts in the work, and they're there to help. They're there to help, black males. It's just really if you want it, and there is no limit. They don't, there is no limit. You can do as much as you want to, and Ujamaa will not, you know, turn you down or say no, that's too much or anything like that because I did almost everything that they offered. So I'm definitely grateful for Ujamaa. Speaking back to my, what I had to do to change my mind, and that is a big, 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 big part, in transformation. And it is tough. It's very tough, to say, what, I want better, or and to say that, but also to work towards that and to find out what that is anyway. So you can say it, but it's like, you have to tell yourself, okay, I know that I'm used to living this way, and my choices got me down this road, and it wasn't pretty, So do I have to be uncomfortable for a little bit, to make a change? And it's like most of the time, yeah. So it's like, am I willing to be uncomfortable, for good, and some people have to, and a lot of people have to, really talk to themselves, because that's what I had to do, was really talk to myself and say, you know, I'm already uncomfortable. I might as well be uncomfortable for the right reason, for a good reason. So, it took a lot of crying. It took a lot of, hurting and saying no to certain things, or, and letting a lot of stuff go too. There's a lot of stuff that you have to let go, that you're used to doing, or that you're comfortable with. Nobody likes change, or nobody likes feeling uncomfortable, but it's just all about maturing, and just saying, I want better. I deserve better. And then also, with if you have children, you got to think about them. Who you are is who they see first. And if they see someone broken or messed up, they're gonna think that's normal, and they're gonna follow in those same footsteps. So I want to be happy. I want to be at peace as much as I can, and I want to live right as much as I can. So then when my children see that, they want to have that same desire. That was because they need me. So I can't just be selfish and just live how I want to live, and just mess up my life when they need a dad. So right now, I'm working with PepsiCo beverages, and really, it just took a lot of hard work. And what that is just coming to work and doing what you're supposed to do. Just following directions. Really, and just learning how to bite your tongue when there's something you don't want to do, or when or when you're tired and you're ready to go. When you work a long shift, and they're like, okay, we still got more to do. You're ready to fly off the handle sometimes, and and they watch for that stuff. So it's really just learning to be respectful and disciplined. And just saying, what, I have goals. I have achievements that I want to achieve. And I just so I come to work with the best attitude I can. Sometimes I did have a bad day, but when those good days overpower the bad, they don't even remember those bad days. So you just go to work and give it your best, and give it your all, and work hard. Really, just work hard. I want to tell people that it's really what you want. If you want to grow, there's companies out here, especially Pepsi for an example. If you want to grow and you want to make more, and you want to make more money, and you want to make more money and learn more, you just really just have to just be disciplined. Just go to work and give it your best, give it your all, because yes, I did. I started from, temporary position, got hired on, and then boom, now I'm in management, and I never thought that I would be there, 8 months later, and now I'm in management, and there's people that's been there for years, so it's really just your attitude. If you go to work with the attitude of, I want to give my best, I want to give my all, they will see that, they'll see that, and they will support you, and they will build you up. I have great, bosses that given me that recognition, and they helped me in this position, and they spoke for me, so I really appreciate them as well, so I just think of it like, it's what do you want your future to be? Do you want it to be, messy, or do you want it to be something? Do you want to be someone? And I want to be someone. So I'm constantly just having the drive to just grow and to build, and if it's so easy to do that. It's so easy. You just have to find something to give you motivation. My motivation was my children. My motivation was my own self. I always let my work speak for me. So you just have to find something you're good at. And just like Otis told me, he said, no matter what it is that you do, you be the best at it. Be the best in the room at it. And ever since he told me that, and I think that was either in 2019 or 2020, he told me that. Now, everything that because he told me, he said, if you want to be a CEO, this is what you do. He said, it doesn't matter if you become a dishwasher. You be the best dishwasher in the whole building. So ever since he told me those powerful words, everywhere that I go, every job that I do, I make sure to be the best. And I make sure everybody knows that I'm the best. And if I lose, I'm going to come back and I'm going to win. So that's a powerful thing that I think a lot of people should hold on to, is what Otis said. It's just whatever it is that you find that you like to do, be the best at it. The big thing is I would tell my young Kavon is put yourself first. Everything else will be there. Everything else, will come, but put yourself first. Your self-worth, how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, how you describe yourself. Because a lot of my issues was how I looked at myself. I didn't love myself. I didn't feel accepted. I didn't, feel loved by anyone, and that was because of, my childhood, so the main thing, and I think honestly the only thing that I would tell myself, because I think that if you love yourself, you make better choices. You set boundaries. You say no sometimes when you have to. You would demand a little bit more respect. So the big thing is that mistakes, and like my mom always told me, mistakes are going to happen. You'll learn from them, and you'll grow from them. And I think that my big thing was just loving myself and putting myself first. I put everybody else before me, trying to be a people pleaser, and I would tell my young self not to go that route. To love yourself, put yourself first, and to put business first. Pleasure comes later, it'll always be there, but business comes first and yourself comes first. My childhood, I felt like I didn't belong. I felt out of place, for various different reasons. I felt out of place. I felt like I wasn't loved. And yeah, I felt that, I was like, ugly, and, that, like all type of things, I let other people's, perspective of me, like I just let it project on me, and I started believing that type of stuff. And, I felt like I wasn't dark enough, because my sisters and them were all, dark, or, I felt like, so I felt like I just didn't belong. I felt like I belonged in a different family or something, and so it was like little stuff like that, but then it was like big to me. But now it's like, now that I'm older, it's like, that was kind of kitty childish stuff. So, but it took effect on me, and it still did, with my everyday behavior, with growing up, because I was seeking love, trying to find love in all different places, and it wasn't the right thing to do. I got hurt. I've hurt people, so, and I've been places I shouldn't have been, and, feeling like, you don't, your self-worth and you got low self-esteem, it really like leads you to, some dark places. Putting myself first and loving myself. I just want, whoever's listening to this, to be part of Ujamaa, to give your all to Ujamaa, whatever you're doing, if you're part of Ujamaa, or if you're investing, because it's a perfect organization, for black men. And, I just want all the black men out there to, take advantage of it and give your all to it, not to take advantage of it, but in a negative way, but take advantage of it, because they're here to help. Ujamaa is here to help. So that's all I have to say. Is that I love Ujamaa, and I thank, all the coaches. I thank everyone that's part of Ujamaa. All the members. I thank you.